And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Able to find Wilmer. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
At the 46-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
A loss of 10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They do go for it. It's Carr. Hooked in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well.
Well, we are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Baltimore Ravens and the Los Angeles Chargers.
Hmm?
I'll munch on my girl's food, but I don't want my shit back.
Hmm.
Time on, set to kick off.
Hmm.
What are you doing? Take the shit with you over there, now.
Just one more piece is all I want.
Take it with you.
Maybe it's all I want, one piece. Alright.
Don't, son of a bitch. I told you to fucking take it with you.
Sorry.
The drive will start with an option going left. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But you got to do it in your own backfield.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
16-yard line.
On second down, Eckler. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Herbert on 3rd down now. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get them closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Kelly to try to punch it in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. No real hesitation from Anthony Lynn. They're going to go for 2. Now a toss going left. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Chargers 6, Ravens nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead.
Baby, I gave you the headphones. Yes, I did. They're right there. Baby, they're right there in front of you. Do you see them?
At their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
The tackle by
11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. 6-0 our score after 1.
Ravens nothing.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. He'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
He can run for it. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And takes it back to the house. It's a fumble recovery and a Charger touchdown.
Chargers.
And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great double team, and it's intercepted. Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Raven, 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the option, Jackson will keep it. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Marquise Brown was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Losing yardage back at the 35. With a loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen. Broke off his pass rush, and then got back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Herbert back to the air. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
14-yard line.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal.
It's 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Joshua Kelly with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Justin Herbert looking to pass and unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So unable to throw it in for two from the two. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage. Put your heels on the goal line at worst. If they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
First down, Ravens.
From the gun, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete.
Pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson.
38-yard line.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Andrews. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They'll hand off here to Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. Run into Allen. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now a toss, running left, Eckler. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now it's Herbert. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Open man, it's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Running on first down, Eckler. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen the...
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
And they're going to get the two-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick.
Kickoff for Baltimore.
And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And to the right side here, it's Allen.
Herbert's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. That was a long attempt to begin with, so the fake you might have known was somewhat of a possibility. Credit to the defense, though. They weren't fooled.
You're right, they weren't fooled. And they were in a position of having to play it both ways. Guard for the fake, but you still want to rush the kicker because it was a makeable kick. So they ended up getting the best out of the whole thing. Stumped the fake, and they take over the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a final play here is incomplete, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. Looking for Andrews again. He's got him this time. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A 4-yard pickup.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
27-yard line. A gain of 13 yards.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. He'll try and run it. And out of bounds right around the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throw left side complete. That's Andrews. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Jackson's
just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Touchdown.
A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Charger drive about to get going. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit. And you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
48-yard line.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, they set up the screen for Dobbins. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3. Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well. And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short game when he took off running. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
13 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Kaiser White on the tackle. It's a gain of 4.
Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Pressure kick, and I thought he was going to hit it. I thought we were destined for overtime, but not the case.
Not at all. And they were already planning for the overtime you just mentioned, already saying, okay, what are we going to do if we get the ball? What happens on defense? Instead of that celebration and that little bit of euphoria, it turned into letdown city.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. So long, everybody. From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
1st and goal from just inside the 5. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes.
At the 3-yard line.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted by the
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. 20.
He's going to make everything happen.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 65 yards. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week. Yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 73 yards. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 7. Harrison Butker.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 22. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Nick Vigil. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
5-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw here, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A field goal gets them closer, but they say no thanks. We want the lead. And they are going for it. Herbert now looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. So, Charles, why in the world do you take that risk there?
It doesn't make a whole lot of sense on the surface. I've been around enough of these coaches and enough of these meetings along the way. Sometimes they're so confident in a play call that they don't care about the situation. They think that play, at that time, they're going to run it and pick up whatever they need. So maybe that's what influenced him there. I'm guessing because I have no other explanation.
Yeah, that's tough. Own side of the field, that chunk of yardage to pick up. Head scratcher. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down.
At the 30-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Mahomes. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. A screen to Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
53-yard attempt.
And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Charger drive about to get going. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Herbert now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a big 32-yard play on third.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
Huh?
So as they take it over, we step aside.
What?
A 30-yard attempt.
Yeah.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
21-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still...
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started,
and the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And they will force him out of bounds well shy of the goal line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Badgley able to knock this one through. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. All day.
Mahomes to throw once more. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
At the 19-yard line.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Yeah, the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. Off the option, that's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that?
Maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Tyrann Mathieu on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6.
We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. 4 yards remain for second down. Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Gain of 10. First down, Los Angeles.
Now Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He'll get this to Eckler, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 19. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he's still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
For a Kansas City Chiefs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side.
Mahomes pass.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
4-yard line.
Back to throw, Mahomes. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 23.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
It was Nick Vigil there on the stop. Throwing on second down. Mahomes. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page. Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And, of course, this win, a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown, because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.